forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, freeze-dried goodies, and butter toffee peanuts. During an interview with Angie Martinez, Ne-Yo said his 4 girlfriends are not allowed to date other men.
Not forcing anybody to be here. If for whatever reason you decide this ain't for you no more, the door is never locked. You have permission to go on about your business. I don't want anybody to think that I'm manipulating these women into doing something they don't want to do. Everyone that is here by choice.
These are grown women.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They made the decision. The question I get asked the most is, are they allowed to date outside of me?
Oh.
That's the question I get all the damn time, and I'm gonna answer it right now. No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Ooh, baby, grab your popcorn, because Ne-Yo's love life is starting to look like a reality show with no commercial breaks. So first up, he had 2 babies with his ex, Monietta Shaw. Cool. But then he turned around and put a ring on Crystal Renee, and they popped out 3 more little ones. Now here's where the mess comes in. While married to Crystal, he went and cheated with a dancer named Sade, and boom, 2 more kids. That brings us to 7 little Ne-Yos running around. And just when we thought the love triangle was messy enough, Ne-Yo said, forget the triangle, let's make it a whole shape-shifting situation. Because now, he's done with traditional relationships altogether. Man said poly is the vibe. He's got 4 girlfriends and told TMZ that he'll keep adding more if he feels like it. Ain't no cap on this roster. He sat down with Angie Martinez and made it real clear. He's the head of the household, and what he says goes. So no, his girls can't date anybody else, but he swears it's not about control. Okay. According to him, it's about what he brings to the table. Honesty, protection, and spiritual, emotional, physical safety. But there's a catch. Every woman's gotta have a job and know how to hold things down. So basically, if you want to be on Team Ne-Yo, come with your coins, your comb, and your complete schedule. Cause this man is running his house like it's the R&B Olympics. The math ain't mathin', but the drama, 10 out of 10.
This is what you call just nasty. It's just nasty. I don't care if it's not politically correct. I don't care if you say it's disempowering to women, because why can't women express themselves the same way as men? Because you can't. It's not the same. It is not the same. I don't care who you tell. Run and tell your mama, your daddy, your neighbor, your cousin, them, anybody you want to. Tell them auntie said it's nasty. Let me tell you why it's nasty. It's nasty because, and here's the thing. Over the lifetime, many people have many different sexual partners. Okay. One at a time. But in this type of deal, y'all is swapping bodily fluids like you pass peppermints in church. What is going on? Or like you pass the potato salad at a barbecue. Or like a buffet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody picking up the same spoon and dipping it and maybe touching their plates and then put it back on the buffet. It's too much going on here. It's too much going on. I don't like it. I know every last one of them females' pH is thrown off. And I'm sure Ne-Yo was like, well, we ain't just around here being nasty. I got doctors and everybody got tests and something else. You can't tell me that all them women around there ain't got no other boyfriend on the side. Psh, yes, they do. You just ain't caught them yet because you too busy with these other females. And see, that's something that y'all men need to recognize. Women is sneaky. Baby, we can have a whole 2 or 3 boyfriends and you'll never know about them. If a woman want to keep something secret, she will. And she can. And he don't know and don't. I mean, I think that self-respect is just at an all-time low. And let me tell you something. Okay. Let Auntie back all the way up and say, Auntie knows about polyamorous lifestyles. Well, I don't know from experience, because I don't get down like that, okay? No shade to you if you do. But this is not a polyamorous lifestyle. This is a one-way street, and that's why I say it's these women have low self-esteem and no idea of their self-worth, because polyamorous means everybody can do everybody else. See what I'm saying? And there are men and women in these pods. Why is it that he the only one that can have multiple experiences, huh? And the women either have to have the experiences with themselves, but they can't have experience with another man? That ain't right, Ne-Yo, and that is controlling. That is the definition of controlling. And you ain't providing If these women still gotta have a job and quote unquote hold it down, that mean your money ain't long enough to support all of these women you trying to have with your broke ass. Cause one thing I can't stand is a ninja trying to call the shots and money ain't long enough to call the shots. Okay? You ain't even got a phone to place to call. Because, sir, if you want to, I ain't never in the history of the world read about a king who had a harem who asked one of the women in the harem to go out and bust some suds. Go out and work for their boss. Go out, and get a job and bring the money home to daddy. Where? When? So, Neo, that mean you ain't a king like you think you are. You're not even a prince, not even royalty. If you making these women get jobs, sir, this is pimping at its finest. Let's just call it what it is. And then you dumb ain't even getting paid for it. Y'all in the comments, give a shout out to the editor who got to beep out all this profanity, but I needed to say what it really was. I couldn't, ugh. And how long is it before one of them get knocked up by him? He already 7 kids deep. And you crazy if if this man is making you get a job to quote unquote hold it down. That mean his money low. It's already spread across 7 kids. Do you really think he can take care of an 8th, 9th, and 10th one? Y'all better look over there at Nick Cannon. I ain't saying his money short, but his time is. And then y'all think he gonna have time to come over there and spend time with y'all child. Child, please. You number 8 on the roster. We also know that a woman contains more oxytocin than a man does, which means that women are more inclined to get emotionally bound. Let's just call it it. You got to be a special kind of woman to be able to engage in sexual activities with a man and then consciously disengage. But these bubbleheads don't have enough sense not to be in a harem that they paying to be in. When men call women crazy, it is oxytocin. That's what it is. It's these hormones. So now, Neo, you'd have not. How many are in the nest? I'm getting the amount of women confused with the amount of babies he got. How many in the little pod? Anyway. He said he'll keep adding to it, so let's just say it's 4 or 5. Let's say it's 4 or 5 of them. Child. So let's just assume ain't none of them got no good sense. They all emotionally connected. Eventually, one of them gonna get jealous. And you better hope the crazy one ain't from Memphis, New Orleans, Van Geechee Gullah, or from Alabama. Because they'll put something on you can't get rid of, and I don't mean physically. Y'all men play with fire and think you ain't supposed to get burnt, see? And if it's just one crazy one, you might be able to handle that. But if the whole nest, the whole pod turn on you, buddy, that's some smoke you don't want. So I guess my final piece of advice would be to the women, and that would be stop acting like y'all need these men like that. I mean, finding a perfectly good man who will be true to you, who will be good to you, who will treat you like a queen, and then you in turn will treat him like your king is easy to do. But y'all act like money is God. You can make your own money. According to these women, they gotta work anyway. They ain't even get nothing out the deal. And these men will find out. Neo will find out. Leave Neo by himself into his own devices. Since he think he the prize, women leave him alone. And watch how quickly he spiral if he don't have access to a woman. Now, don't get me wrong, him spiraling is not the goal, but the goal is for women to observe what their presence and their absence does to a man. Men always hollering about be my peace, and they want peace, but they always got a woman around. If you want to have peace, be by yourself, See, they can't do that. They can't do that. Anyway, not to make this long-winded, and I can't give y'all all the tea in one little video. But let the word of the day be this. Self-respect over ninjas. Yep, SRON. That's the acronym of the day. Self-respect over ninjas. Have a good day.